Hello beautiful people and welcome back to another little day in the life here. Today we are doing a little Sunday reset. We are trying out a new church that I've never been to. We're going to the gym, have to do a little organizing, some grocery shopping, getting ourselves set up for success this week in the house. Gym, church, and adventure. So let's get to it. Let's start at the beginning of the day here. Yep, that's amazing. Start my day off with some God. This is just what I do, but I crawl back into bed with my Bible and then we do coffee and some Jesus. This is not an aesthetically pleasing breakfast, but we gotta eat and we gotta go here. So prioritizing fiber and protein, fruit, protein waffles, and then some Greek yogurt. Just a heads up, the protein waffles that you buy at the store typically actually don't have that much protein in them. They'll have maybe 10 to 12 grams, which is better than regular waffles, but that's not enough for an actual meal. So just a heads up, and gotta get this in quick. Your girl is going to the gym as the most stylish person you know, obviously. We're doing brown and brown, which I think most people would tell me never to do this, but I don't care. I'm basically a fashion influencer now, so I'll show you the full fit. And not only is she a fashion influencer, she has her angles clearly just dialed. I have blisters on my heels, so I couldn't do my regular lifting shoes. So we're doing Adidas, which I quite like these shoes. Seamless, and today's leg day, so it'll look better after. Better look better after. I have faith. Black Miles sports bra and this big oversized Nike hoodie that is from my best friend. I call it my boyfriend hoodie because you know when you just want an oversized sweater, which girls would normally take from their boyfriends, but if you don't have a boyfriend, where's the oversized sweater coming from? It's coming from your best friend, okay? The only thing about this hoodie, and her and I both complained about this, where's the pocket? Anyways, we're gonna go for just a quick little walk around the block here because I like to get a little bit of outdoor cardio in before I go to the gym. Sunshine on your skin is good for you. Fresh air is so good for you. So let's get a quick little outdoor walk in, and then we are going to head to the gym, and then we need to come back, get ready quick, and head to church. It's the sunshine on my skin. Nothing beats this. Did I turn my straightener off or my curling iron off? I can't remember. So we're going back. You know what? I think I did this in my last vlog, and I'm 99% sure that I did. It's just, again, we really don't want to burn the house down. This is one of those it's not a maybe. If you think, oh, I don't know, you turn your car around, you drive home. It's funny, my best friend bought me a special little plug for this, but I don't bring it when I go to Airbnbs, and honestly, I need to because obviously. Again, the best outfit ever. Okay, I'm just getting home from the gym. I need to shower quick, and then we need to get to church, so let's go. A small mad dash because we have 30 minutes to get showered, get ready, get organized, and get in the car and get on the way because the church that I'm going to is 30 minutes away, and I have an hour to make it there, so let's get organized. Okay, I'm half mad dashing. I think I'm ready for church. I have heels on, jeans, this little red top. I'd really like to find my flipping belt, but I cannot find it anywhere. Ready for church, I think. Found it. We're mad dashing. Nothing quite like running out the door, literally running out the door. It's all good. I think this belt is on wrong, but that's fine. Final fit for church. We're leaving. It doesn't matter. We have to go. I was smart this week. I packed extra shoes, so if my feet hurt on the drive home, I can change. I'm boogieing because I might be 3 minutes late, but it's not actually a 30-minute drive. I think it's like a 24-minute drive, so not really late. Honestly, I'm impressed. I try and always like buffer in a bit of extra time for myself, and I do that by telling myself that that everything takes longer than I think it's going to. So I buffered in 30 minutes to get to church because I was like, I really need to make sure that I'm on time, and I've got time. So I left the house 3 minutes late. I was thinking I might be 3 minutes late, but then I mapped it and it's only an 18-minute drive. So we're good. We have extra time. We're still boogieing because I don't want to be late, but we're on the way. I'm at a season of life where I think I've talked about this a little bit on here before. I don't belong to any specific religion. I would consider myself a non-denominational Christian, and I'm very much of the viewpoint that faith is so individual and so unique to you and your relationship with God or whatever that is in your world, and there is not a right or wrong, and that's not for me. What works for you probably wouldn't work for me, and vice versa, but it's so individual between everyone. And I oftentimes when we look at faith or religion, things like that, there's so many rules and this is right and this is wrong and you have to do it this way, and people become so weighed down by these kind of arbitrary things that don't matter or mean anything, and they kind of defeat the whole, like, what we're working towards, if that makes sense. I'm at a season of life right now where I'm trying to find a church that I kind of like in the area that I'm living in, but I'm also not applying too much pressure to it because I know that I have my routine with faith. I get up in the morning, I sit down with my Bible, I pray always for clarity and understanding, because your girl, the Bible's, it's a tough read, okay? It's a tough read. No one's going through the Bible going, this is an easy read. It's not an easy read. I sit down, I have my moments in the morning. I heard something a while ago that said 5 to 7 minutes with faith makes all the difference a day. So that's what I work towards. I try and start my day that way, and that's it. And if you do that too, great. And if you don't do that, that's also great too. And I just want you to know that I love you and support you no matter what. If you are on the planet trying to be a good person, I think you're great. It's quite literally as simple as that. Anyways, Girly's gonna have a little jam here because you know that I love having little car dances on my way to really anywhere, everywhere, all the time. So I'm gonna have a nice little dance party in Sarah on my way to church here, and I will chat with you again soon, and hopefully this goes well. I am fingers crossed that this is everything that I need to hear today. We went unsure if it was gonna hit. It was made for me. I don't want to say that was like kind of almost like a funny side eye from God, but that was like for me. Like a funny, like, yeah, like I know. I got it. We got it. Loud and clear. So clear, so loud. Quick post-church errand. I have blisters and we're going hiking, so needed band-aids. Okay, I'm home from church. I'm just making something to eat super quickly, and then we are going to head out on an adventure. I also need to possibly look at some flights right now because it looks like I might be going on a trip this week. I've been traveling so much and it's all been really last minute travel. When I say last minute, I mean one of the trips last week, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you would have seen this. But last week I went Utah, Nevada, New York City, back to Nevada, back to Utah, back to Nevada, to Dallas. Then we didn't plan on this. We planned on being in Dallas for 2 days and then going to Phoenix. But I was in Dallas for one night, and then I went on a very last minute trip to Charlotte. I'm talking, can you make this work? I was on a plane 2 hours later. Trip to Charlotte. I was in Charlotte for one night, so I went Charlotte to Phoenix. I was in Phoenix for 2 days, then back to Nevada, back to Utah. I've been home for 2 days. Now it looks like I'm going back to Phoenix. I'm in the say yes stage of life, and I'm trying to be chill about it. I'm like, it's easy. It's easy. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Dave's Killer Bread, egg whites, just like super easy egg whites. And then if my avocados were not bulk hard, I would have done this with avo. But I swear, avocados are either like this, or you have 45 minutes to eat 6 of them. I have to wait 5 to 7 more business days for my 45-minute window. It'll come. So we did salsa instead. I don't know if you can see that. My bread has 12 grams of protein in it, and then my egg whites have about 35. So this is a really easy way to get almost 50 grams of protein in at a meal, and I am starving, and we need something good and hearty before we go for a hike. So let's eat. Now it is time to pack for the adventure. I obviously have to change because I'm still in jeans from church, but it's the bag that all the things go in. Water, trail pack, a puff, camera bag, camera. Yes, my 35 is on it. I was using it last night, okay? 60 mil lens. Yes, I'm still on the fence about the whole zoom lens thing. It's really just because of my pack, because I don't want a giant lens. I'm just saying, computers can do jobs now. We can put men on the moon. We should be able to make a zoom lens that's just like a little bit smaller. I'm just saying. Now we need snacks. Ooh, what do I want? We love these. Jerky. Popcorners. Obviously we need 2 of these. Battery pack. CarMax. So good. Journal for my feelings. Insta360, I just leave it in this little glasses case because it's small. This is just tiny and it fits everywhere and it keeps the lens protected. So this is just what I do. Fresh water. Okay, I have extra clothes just in case I hate everything I'm wearing, which you never know lately. I'm gonna throw a long sleeve on. I'm trying to do color math with the color of the rocks and making sure that I will still stand out a bit. I don't know if this is gonna do it, but we have other options. We're gonna do a quick protein soda before we go because Girly wants one. You guys know Diet Coke or Power, the best. And then this one's just because I feel like it and it's not healthy, but we're adding a little splash of coffee creamer because it's good. 10 out of 10. It's like a Coke float, but it's better. And it's better for you, so just saying. Okay, we have all my beverages. It's time to actually leave. Let's go. Another day in Zion, obviously. This entrance, you actually have to stop and go bring your park pass in, so we're gonna go do that. It's February, it's so nice out. So the main entrance to Zion is obviously beautiful, but this is one of the other park entrances, and this is equally amazing, but so much quieter. Okay, we made it to the trailhead. I'm just gonna throw my shoes on and get my bag on quick and get ready to go. Again, note the empty parking lot and the incredible views. And we're off. It's so nice out. It's like the perfect temperature. I'm so sorry, I did have to mute this clip because I had music playing in the background of it, but it's amazing. And I usually play music if I'm solo hiking and I'm in an area where I'm not super familiar. It's more for animals and just for my own kind of headspace. I'm not worried about every kind of creek or branch breaking you hear. I swear I have my best thoughts when I'm either hiking or at the gym. No one is surprised. Apparently though, there was a study done and you are more creative after cardio. So the whole hiking, cardio part of my workout, it makes sense, but it's just always funny because I feel like I really walk out my feelings or walk out my best ideas because I swear it's also work stuff. It's everything. Zion, you're just like always looking so beautiful. Okay, this is kind of, not intentionally, but this is kind of a sequel chat to our last chat that we had about feelings. Feelings! I told you I have my best thoughts after a little walk, a little cardio. It's good for you. What is this rat's nest in my hair right now? The wind is really doing it here. This is kind of like a little part two to the chit chat that we had in my last vlog. So if you missed that, this will make more sense if you've seen that, but if not, I'll try and explain. I'm venturing into the world of dating right now, and at my age, it's important that I'm intentional about what I'm doing because I really would love to have a family, and having a family is really important to me, but I also know that I don't have all the time in the world for that anymore. So it's just something that I'm being mindful of. With that being said, there is a piece of dating where when you're being intentional in your dating, it's so vulnerable, which is terrifying. I'm not immune to pain. I said that in my last one. Full transparency. Your girl is terrified. Naturally, obviously. It's like anything though in life, we kind of have the option of we do everything openly, wholeheartedly. We learn to understand our emotions and process our emotions, and then we get to live experiencing life from kind of the 0 of pain and hurt all the way up to the 10 of ecstasy and joy and overflowing joy and happiness. But when we don't process our pain and we don't kind of push through those chapters, we limit that. We dilute our happiness. We limit our happiness. We bring that down. And I think so often for a lot of people, actually, they think, well, you don't live between a 0 and a 10 anymore. You don't have big highs and low lows anymore. And I think a lot of people think, oh, well, you just end up living from between kind of a 4 and a 6. Everything's kind of mediocre. But no one has ever been pinned down by their happiness before. No one has ever been held back by their blissful joy in life, but they have by their pain. Whether it's a chapter in our own life that we've had, or we know someone, those chapters where you were pinned down by pain, it's all you can see. It discolors everything in your life. It's the thing that's holding you down because you don't work through it. You don't live between a 4 and a 6. Whether you numb out and try and tell yourself you do or not is another thing. But you don't live between a 4 and a 6. You live between a 0 and a 4. Our baseline isn't even okay anymore. We give up the opportunity to feel joy because we're so terrified of feeling our pain. And life is way too short for that. It's kind of like a band-aid. If we just rip it off, it's done, it's over with. We don't have to worry about it anymore. But the longer that we kind of hold on to it, the bigger it gets, the more broken we feel, and the harder it is to get through. And I say all of this to say, when it comes to dating and vulnerability or anything like that, I think so many of us can be so guarded and so closed off because we're so nervous about something happening that's maybe happened to us before. But if we live our whole life with that same viewpoint, that same filter, it doesn't protect us from pain, but it does hold us back from happiness.
sads, whatever it is, to give yourself some room to move through it. I will be totally transparent with you. I got up this morning and I may have had a little pinch of the sads, but I know how to work through those things now. So it didn't feel like, oh, I have to stay here and this is gonna hurt me. I went to the gym, I went to church, I went outside, I went for a hike, I chit-chatted with my best friend, who I love dearly, and got to catch up. I did a bunch of things that poured joy back into my cup. It made that little bit of sad not feel so heavy anymore. It's hard to feel really sad when you give yourself the opportunity to feel joy. Eventually those feelings pass, and eventually we don't feel sad anymore. But the important part is that you can acknowledge them, and you can feel them, and you know that they're there, but you also give yourself the opportunity to feel happy. Because when we feel stuck in our pain, it just taints and discolors everything else that we do. It dilutes our joy and everything else that's good in our life. Anyways, there's my little chit chat, my little yip yap chit chat with you. Thanks for coming to hang out today. I really actually dropped the ball on filming the reset part of this Sunday, but there was also some grocery shopping, lots of laundry that happened today, and some cleaning that happened today. But I brought you along for the good parts. We went to church. Church was really good. We went for a hike that was amazing. I love Zion. You guys know that.